increasing ad spend by 50% in 7 days with this creative framework. Now, we just hit these numbers with a couple of brands in our portfolio under management, and when I did an audit for the month, when I compared numbers for this month compared to last month, numbers going up, a couple of factors stood out to me that emphasize that the market is shifting towards the buyer behavior index is going up, and I'm seeing a just change in consumer behavior. And this is what got me interested with understanding the use of a marketing calendar, planning out drops, collection drops, taking advantage of seasonality pushes, when to compare or utilize congruent copy to the actual offer so that the user has a unique experience, and they make the buying behavior, it really does make the buying behavior super easy. So I say this to say, what are ways that you can integrate our success into your own business so that you can see similar numbers? So with that being said, let's dive into it. The first framework to really maximize profit efficiency with your ads, with your campaigns, with your creatives, with your copy is knowing your numbers. By far, marketing does a great job at being creative, whereas the finance department is more rational, or tries to be more rational. What we have to keep into account is, like I covered before, seasonality, time of year pushes. Q1 ideally is going to be the slowest quarter of the year because we're coming off of Q4, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Christmas, holiday season. Q1, a lot of back to school shopping. People are recovering from spending a lot of loads of cash on gifts, presents. Then you go into Q2, you see a bit of an uptick. Q3, depending on as you like going into spring, summer, then you see fall, then you see a bit of drop off. Then you go into Q4, depending on your product. If your product's more summer focused in the heat, warmer temperatures, you're going to see success around Q2. If your product is more winter based, colder months, you're going to see success maybe Q3, maybe Q4. That's where when you have the calendar, the collection drops in place, you have the right creatives in place, you're already testing, you spend more money on those time periods. During those time periods, you're going to have higher net profits when you know your numbers. How do you know your numbers? Taking into account the unit economics per exact offer you're running per campaign SKU. So let's say our MSRP price for a product that's more winter focused, like a boot or a specific jacket, let's say the MSRP is $100. Let's say our gross margin is 75%. So our net profit or our net target's around $10 to $15. So our cost to acquire that customer, taking into account the gross margin, taking into account the CPA target, we'd probably have to acquire a brand new customer, a brand new transaction around that $20 mark for a $100 jacket. Depending on COGS as well, what does it cost to make this jacket? What's the cost to ship? What's packing, fulfillment fees? Are we offering a front-end discount? Are we coupling this with a separate set of SKUs, put it in a bundle? And then once you know those numbers, then you can adjust accordingly. But our targets are pretty simple, right? Gross margin at 75%, net profit around 10 to 15%, and then AOV ideally around the $100 range, right? Higher AOVs equals higher net profit margins, higher gross margin targets, gives you more room to have a profitable front-end CPA. Now, the second phase or the second criteria to maximizing ad spend, to hit higher thresholds, to increase ad spend in less amount of time possible, is segmenting your creative concepts at the ad set level. So every offer that we're pushing has a separate campaign. Now we go a step further with the ad set level. Every ad set has its dedicated creative concepts. So for every concept we're testing, you have 2 additional variations. So we're running 3 total ads for a single concept. Now we want to segment each concept, right? We want to have one specific ad set, go after a certain demographic with an ideal customer profile. This can be men aged 35 to 45. This could be women aged 35 to 45. Then we want to measure it a step further by demographic, right? This specific type of man, what is he, right? Is he a conservative? Is he a blue-collar worker? Is this a female? Is she a mom? Does she have kids? What is she, just stay at home? Does she work? Whatever, right? We're trying to figure out each demographic of who we're targeting, and then we go a step further by persona. Is this individual a career worker, right? Or is he an athlete? Or is this person fit in this demographic? Once we organize our demographics at the ad set level with our creative concepts, we can figure out, okay, what messaging works well with what demographic we're trying to go after. So then we're like a sniper. Instead of just doing random stuff at the wall hoping it sticks, over time our ads are getting better and better because we're sorting out the right copy to the right demographic, to the right product, to the right offer, so that we're profitable. And this is a full step process, because even then you could have all those steps solved, and there could still be an issue with the post click, or there could just be a lack of product market fit. So I highly advise, before even running ads, right, should have at least 1 million in sales. Ads shouldn't be the main reason that makes or breaks your business, because I say this to say your business has to stay afloat during this period of testing. Testing requires ad spend. You either pay with time or you pay with money. The faster you find winners, the faster you can turn your campaign performance around with higher ad spend budgets. But if you're on the cusp of barely being profitable, it's probably not the right time to run ads. Now, the third phase, the third variable in this creative framework that's going to increase your overall net profit is simply starting from statics to GIFs to UGC. I'm assuming you're running ads on Meta. This previous Q4 alone, we've generated north of 1 million plus during that Q4 period with one brand specifically, and we did this just solely on static images. Facebook is a platform that, or Meta as I should say, is a platform that offers a community experience, reels, these variations of consuming content, right? Especially short form. So on ads, there's no specific rule saying, oh, we only need UGC. When I compare static images to user-generated content, logistically, static images offers faster production times. You can test more concepts very rapidly. It's not very time consuming because you just need a copywriter and then a developer putting the images together, organizing that. Compare that to logistics on user generated content. You gotta sort through a list of content creators. You gotta ship out product. The creator has to be good enough to actually film content correctly. Then that's if the creator sends back content, takes around like 5 to 7 days. On top of that, like, you have to wait for shipping, creator to shoot. The creator might even have to retake some shots, some B-roll footage. Then you got to ship it out to, or the product raw footage has to get sent back to the editor. Editor has to chop it up, put it all together. And then from there, you could run it as an ad and still cannot be profitable. So you're losing out on 3 weeks of time just on logistics. You don't even know if this is going to work. And then you're putting an upfront investment because you're paying the creator a certain fee per video shot. So when I compare this to just running straight statics, the cost to build a static is maybe what, like $5-10. You can use software that can help you out. As far as copy, using ChatGPT, you could pump out 5 to 10 statics within 1 hour, right? That sets you up for your test, for your Facebook test. Then you can sort out the offer, the copy, the angles, the demographic. All of these in-depth frameworks that what I've covered, these variables, will lead you closer to success over a long enough time horizon. So make sure you utilize this today if you're not already have something similar in place. The benefits of this is pretty crucial. You're gonna be able to increase the amount of ad spend you're spending daily. You're gonna be able to increase your profit targets. You're gonna be able to grow your bottom line. And as a byproduct, you're gonna expand your funnel. Because the more ad spend you push on Meta, you can take that same ad spend, reallocate it to Google. Take your same amount of ad spend, let's say you're doing 10K on Facebook a month, utilize that on Google as well. You're spending 20K a month in total ad spend, and as a byproduct, you're growing your funnel because Meta is top of funnel and Google is great for retargeting. So we use these channels collectively. We take the same demographics on Meta, we redistribute them on Google, and as a byproduct, you're diversified. Something that could happen to one channel, you're still profitable, your business stays afloat. Your business is very segmented. Your media buying team is talking to your creative team. Everything is just dynamic, fluid, and you're testing, you're expanding the funnel. So with that being said, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, drop them down below, and I'll see you in the next one. If you're a business owner, you're a D2C founder, you want to get set up for an exit, check out my website, scalevelocity.io. You can read my free 30-page protocol, and feel free if you're ready to take the next step. You're tired of getting burned by ad agencies, you're tired of outsourcing contractors, burning through budgets, booking a call, speak directly with me. I can show you our internal systems, how we are able to set up brands for exits.